Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be showcasing all the training areas in Superpower Training Simulator. So, Superpower Fighting Simulator. This is not Superpower Training Simulator. So, I'm gonna have these in order. So I'm gonna have um, strength, physic, and endurance separated. So I'm gonna start out in the main area and show you how to get to them each. So first off is gonna be strength. So first off is the rock. So the rock you need 100 strength at, and it gives you 2 times strength. So next is gonna be the So now after the rock, you're going to head over to the gym, which is right over here. It's like really close to spawn, and it's come over here and you just hit the punching bag. Next for strength is going to be the call. You just head right from here from spawn and then all the way down the street onto the big bridge, and it's right here. The call gives 10k strength. It requires 10k strength, and it gives you a times 20 multiplier. Next for strength is you just head right back here from spawn, around here, and onto the construction site. Literally just for some reason you punch this random call, and it requires 100k strength, and it gives you times 100 strength boost. Next for strength is you just head right over here, along this road into this little path right here. So if for some reason, it says that this rock on the map, it says that this rock is 1, but it's not. The actual 5 million is right over here. The crew has 5 million strength, and it gives you times 750. Next for strength is you just head all the way over here down the back near the call, and over here to these glowing crystals. These crystals are normally glowing blue, but because of the Halloween events, they're red. So this requires 500 million strength, and it gives you times 10 strength boost. Next for strength is you just head right down here, all the way past here, and then you head to the sand desert, or you can fly all the way over there. This does require C rank or higher. You just head here into the teleporter and you be teleported over here. Also make sure to collect your chests whenever you can. They reset every 7 hours. They give you a good amount of money. Even if you don't need money, I'd recommend collecting them. So you basically just head right over here. These scorpions. It grows 50 billion strength, and it gives you 120k times strength. You punch a massive sphinx. It gives you it needs 30 trillion strength boost, and it gives you 3 million times. Next for strength is you come back to where the sand portal is. This time you head to the right and go to the Lost Sea Island. This requires A class or higher. So when you're here, you just head right over here to this giant glowing pearl. It requires 10 quadrillion strength, and it gives you times 100 million strength boost. And then you head right over here to this giant statue in the middle, and you just punch the guy in the face. I think you could punch him anywhere, but I just punch him in the face because it's funny. It requires 25 quintillion strength, and it times 3 billion strength boost. So next for strength is you head all the way over here, and you go through the orange portal. You need SS class for this. You head right. So when you're here, you head right over to the punching bag, this big golden punching bag. It requires 10s septillion strength, and it gives 90 billion boost. And you just come right in here to the police station, and you just punch the safes. This requires 5 million strength, and it gives you 2 times 2.5 trillion strength boost. So next for strength is you just come all the way over here, and you enter the ninja island. It's X class required. So you head right over here to these training dummies right here. You just punch them. It has 100 DC strength, and it gives you times 75 trillion. Next, is you literally just stay at the ninja island, and you just come all the way into here, and you just punch these training dummies instead. It requires 6 deity strength required, and it gives you times 2.25 quadrillion strength boost. So basically you just head all the way up into the sky. You just gotta fly sky high. It's the so you just come up here. You can stand on it. It requires 150 TD, and it gives you times 75 quadrillion strength. Next, you head right up here to the orange star, which is above the blue. So basically, once you get up here, it grows 150 QUI strength, and it gives you times 3 quintillion strength boost. So that was it for the strength section. Now we are moving on to the psychic power section. Out of the 100, you need 1K. You just head right over here to the library, which is right behind the gym, and you just train right here. It crowds 1,000 psychic power, and it gives you times 5 psychic boost. Next is you head straight up these stairs in the library, and it requires 10K. Right here it requires 10K psychic power, and it gives you times 2 psychic boost. Next with psychic, you just head all the way around here, across the bridge, and then you can just head right here onto the water, or under the water if you can't walk in water. If you don't have walk in water yet, you swim right through the gate, or you can just like squeeze through there, or you can just teleport in and out. There's like many different ways to get in and out. So it basically it requires 100K psychic power, and it gives you times 100 psychic boost. Next with psychic, you just head right up around here, and then you can see this big ol' tree right here. It requires 5 million psychic, and it gives you times 750 psychic boost. Next for psychic is you just head right up here onto the second island, and you just come up into this lighthouse, and you can just train right here. It requires 500 million psychic power, and it gives you times 10 psychic. Is you just head back up here, and you just head to the desert island. This requires C class. You head right over here into the wait, what? You head right over here to the well. It requires 50 billion psychic power, and it gives you times 120K. Next is you head right here on the pyramid. It gives you 30 trillion. It requires 30 trillion psychic power, and it gives you times 3 million psychic boost. Next is you head up here back to the sand portals, but this time you head through the water one. This requires A class. So you head basically So you head right over here into this temple. It requires 10 quadrillion psychic, and it gives you times 100 million. Next is you fly right up here onto these jellyfish. It requires 25 quintillion, and gives you times 3 billion psychic boost. Next for psychic, you just head back over here. This time you go through the orange portal to go to the prison. It requires SS class Ohio. So first off, you head right here into the police station. You can just meditate on this table. It grows 10 SP, and it gives you times 50 billion. So next, you head right out over here, and you head on top of here to this helicopter pad. It grows 5N, and it gives you times 2.5 trillion. So next, you just head right back over here to all the portals, and this time you head through the ninja. You head to the ninja island. So first, you're gonna train right here at the meditation area. It requires 100 DC, and it gives you times 75 psychic boost. And then after that, you head right up over here to this waterfall. It requires 6 DD, and it gives you times 2.25 quadrillion. Next is you just head right back up to the Sky Island. So you just fly up to the Sky Island. So first is right here at the golden tree. It grows 150 TD, and it gives you times 75 quadrillion. And after that is right up over here to this little temple. This requires 150 QUI, and it gives you times 3 quintillion. Okay, so that was it of the psychic. So now I'm heading over to the endurance areas. Over here to this hospital area, and it's it's this thing, whatever it's called. 100 endurance and times 2 endurance boost. So first, you just head right back over here to the gym where the starter punching bag area is, and it's here at the lifting weights. One quick thing about the endurance, literally all you have to do is sit here. You don't actually have to do anything. For endurance, you just head right up over here, and for some odd reason, sitting inside of a building gives you a lot of endurance. I have no clue why. So basically, it requires 10K endurance and gives you times 20 endurance boost. Next for endurance is you just head over here and it's on this boat. Another weird thing for saying is sitting on a boat gives you endurance. It requires 10k and gives you times 100. This building and you see instead of the lava. It requires 5 million and it gives you times 750. After that is you head into this building and it's in acid. It requires 500 million and it gives you times 10k. Just saying, you just head back up to the sand portal. It requires C class. You head through. And then right over here in the sand pits, it requires 50 billion, gives you times 120k. So next step that you head to the tornado, requires 30 trillion and gives you times 3 million. A class. After that, after you go through, you head right over to the dolphins. It requires 10 quadrillion and gives you times 100 million. After that, you head right over here to the big great white shark. Gives you 25, requires 25 quintillion times 3 billion. You head through the portal. After you get to the portal, you have to head over here, and you have to sit in jail. It requires 10 SP, and it get times 90 billion. After that, you head back over here near the punching bag to this pit of water. 5 N endurance times 2.5 trillion endurance. To the ninja island. The first one is a spike pit right here. It requires 100 DC times 75 trillion. After that, you head to the lava. Actually, the lava is before the spike pits. 6D. Actually, wait, no, the spike pit is before. Actually, I don't know. 6 DD endurance is required in times 2.25 quadrillion. You just you just fly straight up to the Sky Island again, and then 25 quadrillion, and after that you head right over here to the 150 QUI endurance required. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. This is going to require a ton of editing, so please subscribe for my efforts. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!